Hello. I'd like to tell you all a story. Cast your minds back to the late 1990s. Tony Blair had just been elected, Ninja Turtles were all the rage, and in a small town just outside Manchester, a little boy was sitting on his granddad's knee watching nature documentaries. And he saw majestic animals, the stunning views, and he was inspired. But even more, he was inspired by this man on the television, saying all these interesting things about these animals and these places. And he turned to his granddad and said, one day, I want to be like that man. I want to be David Attenborough. The little boy went to university and studied biology, learned more about animals and nature, on track for that dream. And then someone had the bright idea of letting him on a stage in front of an audience. And so, for the next few minutes, I'm going to live out that dream and become David Attenborough. The thing about nature documentaries is that they show it all. The blood, the death, the mud, the gore, the poo. There's a lot of poo. Just as there is a massive variety in animal life, so there is a massive variety of poo. Parrotfish, they eat coral polyps, and they poo out the coral's chalky exoskeleton. Have you ever seen those beautiful, idyllic Pacific atolls with the white sandy beaches? Yeah, fish poo. There's an animal, a small rodent, that lives on Cuba, and it's called a hootia, but the people there call it a banana rat. And it's not because its favourite food is bananas. It's because that's what its poo looks like. And everyone's favourite inefficient bear, the panda, is so bad at digesting that its poo is basically a squashy mess of leaves, still green. But for my money, the weirdest pooer in the animal kingdom is the wombat. This cuddly Australian critter has an unusual shape of poo. It's a cube, yeah. We're not 100% on how it makes it, but we do know it has very, very long intestines, and so they draw out lots of the moisture. So when it does end up in this shape, it stays in it, even as it passes through the softer parts of the digestive system and out of a round hole. As for why it has cubic poo, that one makes sense if you consider how a wombat lives. They are nocturnal, and they find their way around using smell. They're also very territorial. They don't like other wombats muscling in on their territory, and the best way to mark your territory, if you're a wombat, is with something smelly, like, oh, I don't know, your own poo. But they want that smell to spread, so they poo somewhere high, like a log, or a tree stump, or a rock, and these are rarely flat. So if a wombat had a round poo, like a rabbit, or a sausage-shaped one, like a dog, or indeed, yes, a human, they would roll off. But a wombat's cubic poo stays put. The smell spreads far and wide, and all the other wombats know not to come into this wombat's territory. Now let's move on from poo to something a little bit more mature. Penises. Just like there is an infinite variety of poo, there is many different kinds of penis in the animal world. And they come in all different shapes and sizes. A duck's is corkscrew shaped. A kangaroo's has 2 heads. But the one I want to focus on today is the turtle's penis. I say penis. There is an unbelievably heated debate amongst genital experts as to whether a turtle has a penis or a phallus. Yeah, it's riveting stuff. Team phallus say that only a mammal can have a penis, and therefore a turtle is not a mammal, so it has a phallus. Team penis, on the other hand, say that if it's a tube delivering sperm, let's just call a spade, or a penis a penis. Anyway, turtle penises, I could go on for hours. And I actually did end up in a little bit of a rabbit hole when I was trying to find an image for this set. I ended up reading one article, just the one, that went on for at least half an hour. It was in depth. But in that article is something that I want to show you. This is a cross-section of a turtle's penis. And I want you to think, does this remind you of anything? And if you're not so sure, here's the coloured-in version. Cowabunga dudes. There's one more animal I'd like to focus on. But before I do, I want to see if anyone knows what it is. What do we think?
Blue-footed booby.
Blue-footed booby, exactly. I asked this question once to a bunch of school children, and a boy about 9 years old clearly knew it was something breast-related, and very confidently shouted from the back, "Big blue nipple bird!" Points for effort. Now, the booby, with its blue feet, as with many animals with flashy features, use them to show off, but I've been showing off for quite a while, so is there anyone else who'd like to come up and help me show off something to do with the booby? Would anyone like to be a booby? Anyone at all? Anyone at all? At the back, yeah? Do you want to come on up? Round of applause, please, for our booby. On your way, booby. Hello. Would you like to tell everybody your name?
Isme.
Hello, Isme. Now, first things first, can you pop your shoes off and pop on our lovely booby feet? Now, before we get started, I should say the boobies use their feet as part of a dance. Do you have any dance experience? Are you familiar with the marinera, the traditional Peruvian folk dance of the boobies' homeland? Okay, it should be alright. So the booby dance goes like this. You want to take centre stage, right foot in a big circle, show off your blue feet. Right, that's the one, yeah. Left foot, big circle, show off your blue feet. Right foot again, left foot again. Keep it going. If you want to flap your wings, you can do. Music. Keep going. There we go. Flap your wings, yeah, free. Now, as with many animal displays, this is a courtship ritual. This is how a booby finds a mate. And if there were any females of the species out there, are there any lady boobies out there tonight? No, maybe one or two. And it appears there's a lady booby right here. And what does she think of your dancing? Oh my, well I don't know how your evening's been so far, but I think you've pulled. Thank you very much, you can take your flippers off, thank you can stop the music. I'd like to thank all of you for helping me, for just a few minutes, realise my dream of being David Attenborough. Thank you.